Welcome to Channel 10.
Good afternoon. I'm Tinsa Takonawa, and I'm here with my co-anchor, Nolly Williams, and we're from BioTV.
Good afternoon. I'm Nolly Williams, and today we are going to present to you a special presentation on biodiversity. The students in Temple University not only want to succeed, they want to save the world from the lack of biodiversity. In their labs, they learn about dissection of fetal pigs. In their lectures, they learn about the immune system and try to combat diseases. But their insight is very narrow on the big picture and how the world is suffering from the lack of biodiversity. So for their latest assignment, they're going to raise awareness for biodiversity.
The students there should be in gratitude of the Temple staff. They are pushing them so hard toward success. They should all pass with flying colors. In our next alarming issue, like Nolly said, the students at Temple University do not see the bigger picture. It is just not the diversity that impacts us in our humane society. It is a greater diversity that impacts us, every single little organism in the world. We are talking about biodiversity. What is biodiversity? Why is it important? And why we should care?
These upcoming interviews will address these questions and will hopefully shed some light on the issue of biodiversity.
In our next interview, me and Dr. Syphilis will have a great appointment for you. Welcome back to BioTV. I'm Tinta Takanawa, and with me is a wildlife conservationist, Dr. Syphilis. And he's here to talk to us about biodiversity. Can you please tell us, what is biodiversity?
Well, biodiversity is the variety of life in a given ecosystem. An ecosystem is just a simple area with all of the biotic factors like animals, plants, and microorganisms, as well as the abiotic factors like temperature and climate. They're all in a given area, they all interact.
With each other, right?
Yes.
Can you please just give us a visual in that?
Can we draw something on the board here?
A stunning visual.
Okay. So I drew the Earth with 4 continents because I'm lazy and I'm not the best artist. So I'm going to zoom up on North America, right here. And I'm going to draw a random sidewalk. There's a tree, and that's supposed to be a dog. And all of these are viruses and microorganisms floating in the air, on the tree, on the dog, on the sidewalk. All these organisms are interacting with each other. They're all part of an ecosystem, and they're all related in biodiversity.
So what does humans come into here?
Well, humans interact with all these species. You know, you get sick, you take your dog out to dinner maybe, and you breathe oxygen from the tree.
Oh. Well, I guess in other senses, they do this too, right? Humans does that also.
Yeah, humans are causing loss of biodiversity. We're destroying all these life forms, and at the end, you know, the Earth obliterated.
Yeah, for our next question for Dr. Syphilis, can you please tell us about the biodiversity and its importance to us?
Well, biodiversity affects us in many ways. One of them is air quality. So here's a forest with its trees. And as you know, trees take in carbon dioxide, which is CO2, and they give off oxygen, which is O2. And this is important because humans, we breathe in oxygen, and we're also causing deforestation of these, you know, barren wastelands. We're causing these trees, we're building infrastructure, and we're increasing our agricultural needs by removing these trees and fulfilling our desires. And this is causing these huge carbon dioxide reserves within these trees to go up to the atmosphere, and causing climate change and global warming.
Everybody knows global warming is already bad.
Yes,
so next time when you see that cheap furniture for $99, don't buy it.
I agree with you there.
You're killing us all.
Yes.
Okay. Well, can you explain even more how global warming affects us more?
Okay. Well, global warming causes huge temperature rises in, you know, the atmosphere. So this can kill off microorganisms in the ocean, in the ponds, and so they can't recycle any of their nutrients. They can't provide freshwater supplies for us. So, you know, they can't take in nutrients and give them back up to provide fresh water.
Yeah, as you can see, in many third world countries, fresh water is a main issue.
Yeah, we have a global water crisis there's going to be limited resources of fresh water. So we're going to have to find new ways to resolve this issue.
So if you want to learn more, you can watch a video called Running Dry.
That's it.
For our last question, Dr. Siphilis, can you explain to us any more growing concerns for the loss of biodiversity?
Yes, there's a big issue in biodiversity concerning plants and their effect on us. So I'm going to draw 3 flowers. So let's say this middle flower has a mutant gene that can combat influenza, can be harnessed to make medicine to combat influenza. And this one on the left has a mutant gene which can help it survive against diseases such as, Irish potato famine of 1846. So if we're losing biodiversity with plants, and these guys are getting attacked by virus and diseases, this guy can resist specific diseases better than these guys. So these are going to die, and we won't be able to use this as a medicinal resource to combat the growing concern of the swine flu and influenza in this case.
So genetic diversity in plants are very important to us, and also to them too.
Yes, it helps them survive, and in turn we can use plants to our benefit to help us survive.
Oh, wow, great. Thank you for your time, Dr. Siphilis.
Yes, thank you.
A quick word from our sponsors, Jung's Bananas.
So you still the episode of something? Yeah, so what happened? It was about can I sit next to you for lunch?
Yeah.
So anyway, it was about the economy, carbon was doing crazy stuff, and
Yeah.
Don't worry, Nelson. At Jung's Bananas, we've been selling bananas for over 30 years. And our secret to success is biodiversity.
At Jung's Bananas, we do not just breed the largest or biggest bananas, we let nature breed ours. Not only are they naturally stronger, they are less vulnerable to diseases due to higher chances of resistant genes. So, it's okay to have a small, tiny banana, because it's a Jung's banana.
so you guys, I saw that movie.
Guys, size does not matter. Biodiversity does.
Welcome back to Bio TV. My co-anchor, Nolly Williams, has just took a quick break. So, to replace him, we have a special guest, flown from all the way from the tip of the world, Dr. Quackulus. Welcome, Dr. Quackulus.
Thank you.
I hear that you have been studying in Antarctica for the past 20 years.
Yes, it's true. I've been studying there for a long time on the biodiversity that exists there and the many species and their interconnected relationships.
Oh. So can you tell us, what is biodiversity in your opinion?
Well, biodiversity is actually the interactions of species within the ecosystem. An analogy would be an igloo, and each of the blocks represents a species that builds the igloo.
Oh. So with more blocks in the igloo, would it make a stronger igloo then?
Yes, that is correct. With more species, it actually improves the ecosystem and improves the biodiversity, because with more species leads to more adaptations, and that equals more survivability of each species.
For our next question, Dr. Quackulus, can you tell us, why is biodiversity important, and why is it important to us?
Well, let's return to my analogy of the igloo. Each block of the igloo represents a species, and the more blocks we have, the stronger the ecosystem, or the stronger the igloo. If we remove several of the blocks, with the strong ecosystem, it'll be able to survive. But if we remove too many, it'll eventually collapse. The ecosystem will no longer exist. This affects us because we will no longer be able to utilize that source for various items such as its natural resources, use plants and animals for food, for medicine, and so on.
Oh, and you wouldn't also have a home in that igloo anymore.
That's correct.